Hello David and anybody else watching this video. We are going over a grade A 1990 dashboard harness from a convertible, and it's for a 7-Up car. So Dave, I just want to let you know I did have to make 3 minor repairs to this, but they were just improvements. There was no major, no one had ever tapped into this harness or hacked it up in any way. The only 2 ends that I'm going to send it with that I did not repair are the speaker wire end on the passenger side of the dash and the speaker wire end on the driver's side of the dash. Not sure what speakers you're using. I figured rather than dig out and put on factory pigtails, probably better off to just leave it alone. If you have pigtails and you're using stock speakers, you can add yours when you get this. But I want to go over the whole harness so you can see how nice it is and what I've done to it. We'll start over here on the engine compartment side. So I believe this is, in Canadian cars, a daytime running light plug, so there's no real need to pay attention to that. But there's the washer fluid. As we come back this away, we've got power for the power windows. We've got the elbow for the ignition switch, all the other power and fusible links and such that go into the vehicle for your accessories. Headlight harness connector end. We believe this is a low coolant one. Now this airbag sensor I added. For some reason it was removed. It was just completely cut short. So I soldered it, heat shrunk it, and electrical taped this back into place. If I didn't even notice it, you might not mention it. But that was one of the ends I had to give attention to. Here's a ground wire. So that's pretty much everything coil and forward. I also did replace the connector end and added a wire into the under the hood light. The one that was on here had one wire corroded and a busted clip, so I just put a new clip and a different piece of wire on here. Same thing, soldered, heat shrunk, and electrical taped. Wiper motor plugs, very good shape, no cracks, no corrosion, anything like that. There is a fusible link right here, this fusible link. It wasn't blown, but the insulation was split open on it. Do I have my donor piece? Yeah. So this little piece of blue insulation was here. It was just split open. It's a very odd, that's me stretching this out. It's a very like rubberized kind of a insulation on that. So once again, I soldered, heat shrunk, and electrical taped. I wanted to get rid of this nasty insulation and see what was underneath it. So there's good solid connection underneath there now. And those are the three things I repaired. So the airbag, the under the hood light, and that fusible link. But here's the connectors to the engine harness. All real good. And once we get inside the car, I saw no damage, I saw no hackery at all, and did not have to repair anything. The brake light switch. Some of these are cruise control and wiper connectors. Everything is very, very nice. Hookups to the pedal assembly, fuse box. No hackery, no burns, no tapped wires. That's definitely something that keeps it in the grade A category. Something that hasn't had a remote start or an alarm system or anything like that. This is the driver's side headlamp switch. Fog lights if you have them. Never got hot, never got burned. This is for the instrument cluster. The clips are there. Dave, as you know, I showed you the car I was gonna take it out of, and then kind of chronological pictures as it came out. And I was very, very careful not to break anything. There's the dimmer switch. These are all the connectors that go down into the driver's side kick panel. So these will be where it connects to the trans harness, the tail light harness, another speaker connector for the door. So everything's very, very nice. You know, it's possible that I overlooked something, but it wouldn't be anything major. I mean, I pulled it from a working car, or a complete car, I should say. I didn't really get a chance to test it in the car. But it seemed to be an unmolested. It's actually a 4-cylinder car to begin with. And it hadn't seen the V8 lifestyle, which sometimes means they'll be tapped and hacked and butchered. But this one's really nice. So here we're in the ignition side, ignition switch of the column. Didn't break any clips. It's never been hot. Very, very nice. The turn signal switch stuff's all very, very nice. No broken clips or anything. A dinger for your key. Looks like there is one broken clip right here. I just noticed it. Looks like I might have done it. It looks pretty fresh, but that's on a turn signal switch connector end. So one broken clip. Not doing too bad. We're 70% through this thing. Here's another cluster connector. These are over for your convertible top and hazards. Everything looks good there. Now we're into kind of the radio area. There's some airbag module connectors. This is for the HVAC system, a blower motor, stuff like that. All looks really, really good. Let me get to this radio stuff. Nobody ever hacked in the radio. So if they did put an aftermarket radio in, they did it the right way. So no taps or hacks there. There's a pair of ground wires factory that mount to the dash frame intact. Okay, so now we're kind of over in the glove box area. Blower motor, resistor, blower motor, glove box light, trunk switch. And like I said, no hacks to this harness. Nobody had ever been in there before other than whatever ends were manipulated that I repaired. And now we're over in the passenger side, kind of in the kick panel there, some door stuff, speaker wire to the door, speaker to the dash. So it's a darn complete, nice 90 convertible harness, Dave. I hope this is acceptable to you. Appreciate your patience while I took what was that, about 6 months to get this sucker out. So I know you're waiting on me. It'll be out in the mail today with your approval, and appreciate your business and hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.